Hi, welcome to this video day, which is on the 28th of October. It's Monday. We're just going to be looking at the Canadian dollar today. Now, in terms of the Canadian dollar, we think it's a great risk to reward sell on numerous other major currencies. I'm going to look at three today. I'm going to look at selling the CAD against the GBP, also the JPY, and the euro. We also think it's a sell against the USD. I'm not going to cover the USD in this video. I covered it in the weekend video, which you can go and check out. My views haven't changed. And yeah, very often we are looking for a currency to be universally overbought or oversold. A good example of a currency being universally oversold, which we got great profits from, was the GBP. Bought it against the USD, the euro, and the commodity currencies. Now, in terms of an overbought currency, it's the CAD. So we're looking to sell the CAD against four other majors. Now, why don't we just pick one? Well, we don't know which is going to move the quickest or the best, so we'll do all four. We'll treat it as one trade and just basically spread our risk between the four currencies. I think it's a great opportunity. I think the CAD is imminently going to top out. Now, in terms of this, I've been bearish of the CAD for the last few weeks from my own sentiment and fundamental analysis, but it hasn't really weakened. It's firmed. But this week on the COT net traders positions, our favorite smart money sentiment tool, we can see the commercials, the smart money selling the CAD hard. They've accelerated their selling just as specs are stepping up their buying. That points to an imminent breakdown in the CAD. I think it will occur at some point this week. What we're going to do is we're going to go and look at the trade setups, but please do keep in mind it is my view as of right now. It can of course change in line with the market conditions. If you want all our trading techniques, our daily sentiment and technical analysis of 14 Forex pairs, you can click on the link beneath this video and you will get live access to our member center. Now, just quickly before we look at the chart setups, I'm just going to look at the COT net traders positions in all the pairs we're going to look at. So let's go over and take a look at the positions right now. Just on the COT net traders positions, it's a totally free tool you can get from the CFTC. It gives you actual money positioning of two key groups in the markets. Now, this data is for the futures market, which is a major part of the Forex markets. It acts like a kind of pole to what is going on in the Forex markets generally. And non-commercials, they're speculators, they're big funds normally. Commercials or hedgers, they're the smart money. Now, when the two groups really diverge quickly against each other, it is a warning that things are probably going to break in favor of the commercials. Now, in terms of the Canadian dollar, COT data is always the foreign currency first. They put CAD USD. We trade USD CAD, of course. Now, I did feature USD CAD in the video at the weekend when I did my dollar outlook. I'm just going to do it very briefly here. You can see non-commercial speculators buying hard. They put in over 20,000 contracts last week. The commercials went against them 25,000, well, nearly 26,000 contracts short. That is a massive move, okay? Divergence, not that big, 1.9 to 1 in terms of longs over shorts from non-commercials, okay? 1.8 to 1 shorts over longs for commercials, 3.7 as divergence, but historically in this pair, it's a big divergence. It's the biggest in a year and a half. So it points to USD CAD going up for us. Now, we'll take all the major currencies and the positioning of non-commercials and commercials. Then we'll make the crosses up ourselves. It's not official data. We found over the years that we've been using it, it really works well. And in terms of the first CAD short, CAD JPY here, we just do it as a simple ratio of longs over shorts. We don't do all the positions, but 3.3 to 1 in terms of longs over shorts are pretty bullish and really building up long positions. Commercials 3.2 to 1 terms of shorts over longs, divergence is 6.5, pretty decent in this pair, points to a turn down in the CAD. Next CAD pair, we don't very often go long the euro, well we haven't done in recent months, but euro CAD looks a good one. Speculators, non-commercials 3.2 to 1 in terms of shorts over longs. Commercials 2.9 to 1 in terms of longs over shorts. Again, this divergence has built up pretty quickly. It's up to 6.1, which is a decent divergence in this pair. The last one we're going to look at is GBP CAD. This is the biggest divergence in the crosses, and we've actually already had a really decent trade out of this one of 500 pips on the upside. We have been very bullish of the pound over the last few months, and actually the COT net traders positions helped us catch the turn into the 120 level, and we're trading now well above 128, so it's such a useful tool. 4.3 to 1 shorts over longs for the speculators or non-commercials, 3.4 to 1 in terms of longs over shorts for the commercials, so 7.8. We really like this pair for more upside. Now, in terms of the spreadsheet, I'm explaining it in detail exactly how it all works, but it is great data, and I'd strongly recommend anyone look up using the COT net traders positions, because very often it'll give us our really big trades of 2, 3, 500 pips or more. I mean, GBP, a good example. I'm hoping obviously we get some really decent profit out of CAD shorts, but obviously we will see. But what I'm going to do now is shift over and look at the charts. And in terms of the first pair I'm going to look at GBP CAD first. Right, we're on the first of the three pairs we're going to cover in this video. We're obviously looking at 4 pairs overall to go short the CAD, treating it as one trade, as I said. Just one point, if anyone would like to know how I'm doing my allocation between the 4 pairs, just feel free to email me. Now, I covered the fundamentals in terms of the CAD in the video I did on the USD at the weekend, why we are so bearish of the CAD, basically. I'm not going to repeat them here. You can just go and check the other video. Okay, now in terms of the fact that commercials are just selling the CAD really hard this week across the board, is reinforcing our view that CAD is going to have a correction. Okay, now in terms of GBP, we're just heavily bullish. We got great trade up there, got stopped out for 500 pips. It was a really good trade, and now we're looking to get back long. So how are we going to do it? Well, you've got a level of support that is there. Okay, so basically I've just done it across the tail that was rejected, and body, and the body that pushed off, coming back to the level, or we're just above the level, sorry, that's the 67 level. So it's a round number. You've got 20-day moving average, which we're looking to provide support as well. So first level support. We don't want to go behind the first level of support. Yeah, the COT is not a timing tool, it's a warning. So you've got to work out your own technicals. I'm going to go back behind the next round number, which is there. Okay. So these bodies over here, which were eventually taken out, this level should provide one level of support. That should be really good support. Where do we want to come in? Well, we're at 67.88. I don't give it too much confirmation on an aggressive entry. It's going to be through the high, 68.30. Where are we going to go? Well, pound, well, you may have seen our videos. We're just so bullish of the pound despite the recent rise. It remains really oversold. We're going for 177. Then after that, longer term, we're going for move up towards the 190 level. British pound still remains the most oversold major, despite the rally from the lows down here below 160. Still very oversold. Going higher, going to come in hopefully pretty soon. We shall see. This pair looks really good. Correction, a buying opportunity. Now we're going to shift to the next pair, which is CAD JPY. Right, CAD JPY daily chart, and really strong move up. And just looking at purely technically, you think, well, really strong bull trend, which it is, but the warning sign is there on the COT that this pair could snap back. It's pretty overbought at the moment, and if we come down, it's a bit like, it's like a rubber band. You just stretch out too far and then you snap back. Now there is a significant level of resistance there, which is 84. Now, sorry, that line isn't quite straight. We're actually in this trade already below the 83 level. We're trading at 83.48, so a little bit underwater. Stop 84.20. Now, if you're coming in fresh, my own view is play round numbers. So basically through 83.80, okay, just clear of the round number. That should indicate, well, we think it should indicate that the up move is over. Then the spec stops will get hit. Now, in terms of we break through this level, I'll be looking for a higher volatility move to the downside, or a high volatility move just as the specs bail out. And I think we should retreat back towards the lows. CAD is just overbought, down towards the 79 level. Now, if we go up to 84, you could come off the level on weakness. If I was stopped out at 84.20, I'd immediately sell back through 83.80 with a stop behind 85. Sometimes with the COT, obviously it's just giving you a warning that there is going to be a trend reversal, but it can run over a little bit in the short term. Okay, so using good stop protection in our view, and we'll get another bite of the cherry if we're stopped out, but hopefully we're not. And I think in terms of this is why we're doing 4 pairs. The CAD is suffering because we've got risk on at the moment, with stocks at multi-year highs, universal consensus that the Fed's going to cut rates on Wednesday. That's bullish for risk. That's hurting the CAD. It's the number one safe haven. But I personally think this level will be tough to take out. Of course, it could be. But if we break down, it'll be, I think probably the fastest moving of the 4 pairs that we're looking at. But we'll see. Now let's shift over to the last pair, which is the Euro CAD, and not very often bullish of the Euro, but I am at the moment against the CAD. So let's go and take a look at it. Right, last pair that we're looking at, obviously Euro CAD, very messy chart technically, isn't it? But when you've got the COT, or you've looked at the COT, you see things in different perspective, and you can see Euro sells off quite hard there. Now we've steadied up, we've got double bottom in place. First level support, second level support back here. Want to get in long. There's a trajectory through those 2 bodies there that I've just crossed above the round number. Get rid of round number clearance, turbulence, sorry, 145.20. Then look to see if she runs the upside. Looking really for a rally back to 149. But there is a level in between, which is 147. Okay, but in all these pairs, if the CAD goes down, or in this instance the Euro goes up, I'm looking for the specs to cover so we can get the stop up behind first level support, then see if she runs. Now, in terms of this pair, if we did drop lower down here, then we'd just set our entry at a lower level. You can actually follow this pair in the cross rate section of the member site on a day-to-day basis if you wish. But 4 pairs, we've spread the risk between the pairs, but we're treating it as one trade. I'm looking for the CAD to top out at some point this week. Could come before Wednesday. Wednesday's the Bank of Canada, obviously, and the Fed, okay? But certainly by the end of the week. And in terms of, we did it obviously a few weeks ago with the British pound just universally oversold and hit a good number of trades and did really well. And now we've got the CAD universally overbought. We're hitting with 4 trades. and hoping we're going to do really well. But I like the risk to reward on selling the CAD. What I'll do is I'll update how all our trades went at the weekend, but of course you can email me directly and obviously follow pairs and my comments in the website as well. But for today, that is the video. Thank you very much for watching me. Take care and have a good day.